Thank you to our sponsor, Liquid Death. Liquid Death, Liquid Death. What is Liquid Death? It may look like a beer or some crazy energy drink, but it's not. Liquid Death is actually a beverage brand that's made from mountain spring water. Low sugar soda and low sugar iced teas too. Go to liquiddeath.com/IDKAT, IDKAT, to check out all their healthy, infinitely recyclable beverages and find your closest realtor. That's liquiddeath.com/IDKAT, liquiddeath.com/IDKAT. Thank you to our sponsors, Shopify. Shopify makes it easy to show up exactly the way you want to. Customize your online store in your style with gorgeous, flexible templates and power tools. Sign up for just $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/IDK, all lowercase. That's shopify.com/IDK. Now to grow your business no matter what stage you're in. Shopify, shopify.com/IDK.
Hey everybody, we have a live podcast next week at Flappers in Los Angeles. If you're in the Los Angeles area, come out to Flappers at 8 p.m. on May 21st. It is Tuesday, May 21st at 8 p.m. There's a ticket link in the bio for the IDCat Podcast Instagram, or you can just go to the Flappers website. Please come out. It's going to be fun. If you've been before, you know it's fun. If you haven't been, come out. All right, thanks.
Shits. Farts. Is one just a solid and one's an evaporated version of the other one? I don't know about that. With Jim Jefferies.
Yeah. That's a question you should have asked in the poop episode.
I believe that farts are from your... I don't know. I believe they're from the same place. They shit at the same place. But I realised that farts are probably just gas that had to pass by a lot of shit. That's where
I'll message our poop expert. You really should
I don't know.
There you go. On that.
I don't know.
We've been on and off the air sporadically for about a month now.
Yeah.
We're back.
We're back. I just wrapped up doing a movie in Albuquerque.
That's where you were. So people want to, we're curious.
I'm in a monkey paw production. Jordan Peele, baby. I'm doing a horror thriller.
Yeah.
I don't know how much I can say. I play a doctor. Maybe I said too much.
Ooh. Well, you're in the movie.
I don't know. They could cut me out. I've been cut out of plenty of things in this career.
I think you're in the movie.
I've been in things.
You were there for over a month filming.
6 weeks.
It wasn't like one day. It was
6 weeks.
You're in the movie solidly. When they put the thing up, your picture's in there. When they showed all that.
I was number 4 on the call sheet.
Yeah.
So I'm, which I don't know if people know it. It's you all get designated a number.
There's probably only 4 actors more important than you on the film, right?
Well, 3. The argument's 3, but that's not true. There's people who are way more important than me. It just so happens that my character's in slightly more than some people who are like.
Yeah, you'll be in it. Yeah. And that comes out when?
September 2025.
2025. Jesus. I think they've got an exact date. I think they've got
far away.
I think they've got an exact date. September, it's like 19th or something, 2025.
Yeah. So that's why we've been on and off the air. We'll be back on the air for whatever the fuck this is. What is podcasting? Is it on the air?
We're on the ones and zeros.
Yeah. And I did my Australia tour, and a lot of people came out from this podcast. I'll tell you what about Australians. They travel.
We're not afraid of the traveling. We're an isolated country.
I only did shows in Sydney and Melbourne, and if you came out from this podcast, thank you very much for coming out. A lot of you did, and even if you came out not from this podcast too, but you're not listening, so because people flew from like Tasmania, Canberra. People drove. Some guy told me he drove 300 kilometers, and like they're all just like, yeah, whatever. It's not a big deal because that's just, I guess, Australia. That's
cool.
But, yeah, I was really like flattered by that. Like people came out to my shows in Sydney, Melbourne, and everybody that I talked to that told me you came out from the podcast, thank you so much. And if I didn't, thank you for coming out. It was fun. I lost my voice. I'm still was gone at the end of the tour, so that sucked. But
sounds
so
the same.
If you're at one of those shows, no, it's like I had a couple. It was going in and out a couple shows, but so anyways, that was awesome. Thanks for coming out. And you have some shows coming up, Jim.
Everywhere.
This week, Charleston, South Carolina.
Yeah, there's still tickets there, and I'm in Fort Lauderdale this week.
Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Actually, this is the one show I've helped you sell some tickets.
Fort Lauderdale.
Only one I can do.
Fort Lauderdale may sell out just on the day. Like, it's getting close, and Charleston's got some tickets.
Yeah, I'll be there on those. And then you're in San Francisco. Then you have an Australia tour in
At
August.
the Warfield. Yeah, the Australian tour is some venues already sold out. Some of them aren't. The tour's in August. Go to jimjefferies.com for that. But I'm playing a few more regional places in Australia as well, so we're doing all over.
Yeah, you're all over the place.
We're doing the Margaret Court Tennis Arena, of course. Okay, so we recorded a TV show in Australia called Jim Jefferies and Friends. You weren't invited, Dan. Dan's sitting here. He's
Dan Black, everybody.
I don't know if I'm allowed to talk yet.
No, Dan Black. If you're listening to him right now and you can hear his voice, that isn't a nickname I've given him. It's his name. He's a white guy. Could have been an ironic name. Could have been our albino friend that I call Dan Black. Anyway.
No, that's my name. It probably was Schwartz at some point, but then my family came to Ellis Island.
That makes more sense.
Change it back.
Yeah, it probably was. But then they're like, we don't want people to know we're Jewish.
So we did a TV show, and we did it, and like I had some very old friends fly out from all over the world to come and do the show, and I really appreciate
not that old.
comics I've been working with for 24 years who some of whom you'd know already, some of whom you've never heard of, and but everyone crushed on the show. And I don't know, it's going to air on Channel 7 at some time, but I will mention something. So I do a joke at the moment. I don't mind telling you the joke here, and so you can deem whether it's offensive or not. But the joke is, I support everyone in the LGBTQA community, but I have decided the plus can go fuck themselves. If whatever you are didn't make it into the initial grouping of letters, I go, it's not like you can go for a job interview and someone goes, plus, I need more information than plus. If you go for a job interview, someone goes, it says here you're incarcerated. What was all that about? Tax evasion plus. You know what I mean? Like, I need more information, right? So that's the joke, right? I can't just be given plus. I can't support plus, right? Two of the ushers in the theatre in Melbourne, because maybe a lot of people won't know this, because Australia has this reputation as being laid back and cool and all that type of stuff. And we are, for the most part, and they're generally some of the friendliest people in the world. Wonderful place to visit. But we have some uptight fucking cunts in that country. I fucking tell you. There was a couple of them that just went, I'm not coming back to work. It's a hostile work environment right now. I can't go back because Jim knocked the plus. Right?
Because Melbourne's a little bit more, as a city, leaning that way too.
Yeah, a little bit more that way.
Wait, do people identify? I don't know this. I'm ignorant to this. Do people identify as plus? Like, I'm plus.
No, I don't think so.
That's supposedly what happened.
This is the joke,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So the Q is for questioning or queer or whatever. For people who just like, I'm a little bit queer, I'm questioning my sexuality. That's surely tying up all the loose ends we have here.
That's got to be
Surely
plus. That is
that's
plus.
a plus. And then just a slap on the end and
I think the plus is for them to cover their bases.
No, yeah, that's for them to cover their bases.
Yeah.
But there's some pluses I don't agree with. You know those cunts, right, who want to dress up in the diapers and act like they're babies? I'm saying it right now. Grow the fuck up. Stop doing that.
Is that plus?
I guess. I don't know.
Are like bronies or plus?
No, I don't know.
Is that offensive? I don't know. I don't even know if that's offensive. You know, the crazy thing is that we don't even know we're being offensive or provocative.
Because we don't know.
I don't even know.
This is the thing.
I might be like alt-right right now. I have no idea.
There's a wide spectrum of heterosexualdy, but we all fall under the same umbrella. We got those fucking cunts that like the fucking mascot outfits, right?
I know.
Support a furry. Just support a furry where you can. Support the furries.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like I'm kinkless. Okay?
Yeah.
Is that a thing? Like, I want that to be an identity. I'm kinkless.
I think you're called vanilla.
The asexuals who just the A, they've been out at LGBTQA, the asexuals who don't want to fuck anything.
Yeah.
They're over there.
I don't believe that.
Yeah.
Everyone wants to fuck something.
No, there are people that have no interest in it. I've noticed.
I'd love to be one of those. I know that's part of your joke.
I'm growing into it. With every day that gets. I went to go get a testosterone shot, and the doctor goes to me, he goes, "Oh, your sex drive's going to fucking go through the roof." And I go, "My sex drive's the thing keeping me marriage together." You don't want to fucking. Why would you want to do that to me? I'm fucking really chill with where my sex drive is right now. A couple of times a week, I wank in the hotel on the road, good to go.
You gotta hit that. When you get in the hotel, you know you gotta.
Yeah.
And what do you think that's just because you know someone's coming to clean up?
It's because you don't care about the sheets, and you just it's not a big deal. And you
sheets. What are you doing in there?
Also, there's because you want to come off your stomach. What do you mean? What am I doing?
With a towel, yeah.
No, I do it with the sheets.
Oh, okay.
You wet to come in the sheets.
And you sleep in the sheets?
And then I go to sleep, yeah.
Wow.
Extra starch.
I just come on the mattress on the side, wipe my belly off, and I move on with my day.
Wow.
Come on. It's fucking organic, man.
That's so manly. I'm way more sterile.
Cut yourself on those sheets.
My point is, I'm in a mainstream movie.
Number 4 on the call sheet, everybody.
Anyway, so a couple of the ushers said that the workplace was hostile because of blah, 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 right? Yeah. So because, and I'll say, I've told that joke all across America, not one fucking usher. I've told it all across Europe, not one fucking usher fucking quit on me. Come on, Australia, we can all do better. Fuck it. But with all credit, the show went on, and the TV production people told them, "Okay, well, don't come in tomorrow."
I think they thought it was going to be like a festival environment. They're like, we'll take care. And they're like, all right.
It's the worst time in the world to be a boss. Right? It's the worst.
The young people, you can't fire anyone.
No.
I've been a boss.
Yeah.
You can't fire anyone.
No.
You're not allowed to fire anyone. And
That's why I'm still here.
Even if you tell someone off, right? Then you're in trouble. Like, everyone's answering to HR. The boss is being bossed by the underlings.
There's no benefits to being a boss. No. I'm not even sure you're paid more anymore either. I'm not even sure that's allowed.
The job I want least in this whole world is president. Thank fuck I can't be voted in because I wasn't born here. Because that's
because the people are clamoring for it.
Without that, the people would speak.
I think you can be a senator, though.
I can be governor.
You can be governor.
I can be Arnold Schwarzenegger, man. I can be
all the way to governor because I wanted to do a campaign
Arnold
on the show.
Arnold Schwarzenegger was the son of a Nazi. This is open for debate. He talks about it very openly.
In his documentary, he talks about it.
His father came back from World War II.
Love that song.
Yeah. The only man that could ever teach me was the son of a Nazi, baby. Oh, yes, he was. Yes, he was.
That's where he got the discipline.
Back to the podcast. All right, so
that's where he got the discipline.
So go to JimJefferies.com. He's got a whole bunch of dates.
The band's organized.
Australia, a lot of stuff in the United States. Your tour with Jimmy Carr.
Me and Jimmy Carr across Canada. Everyone keeps asking. They're like, "Will this tour come to any other country?" And it's probably not, because me and Jimmy sell exactly the same in Canada, so it was a good thing. To everywhere else, there'd be he sells better in Britain, or I sell slightly better in where, you know what I mean. So it was a night. It just fit together, when me and Jimmy doing, and me and Jimmy are mates as well. But it's funny because
that'd be a great show because you guys have such contrasting styles and stuff.
Yeah, but the same. It's gonna be a great show, contrasting styles, but the same offensive level.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But I mean, the styles is what, when you're watching comedy, you don't want to see the same.
Exactly. And so we're doing it in the round, and Jimmy didn't know, and I rang him up and I said, "Hey, we're going to do this in the round. We're doing arenas in the round in Canada." And he's just like, "Oh, I do have a good ass." That's what he said to me, right? So he's well up for it. So Jimmy Carr's, I don't know if he turns around too much, but it depends what view you want to get.
The first time I did the round was with you in Tel Aviv,
yeah.
And I didn't know what to do, so I just spun in a circle for 2 minutes, and I'm like, this is definitely wrong. I was just walking in a circle. But
what are you supposed to do?
I walk to different corners.
You give a joke that direction, you give a joke that direction, you give a joke that direction, you give a joke
walk over here, and then
you reset and you go. But because I always have a chair, every now and again I just move my chair around, so if I can do it, sit in my chair.
Yeah.
But also, there's a hard cam sometimes too, right? So that's kind of your.
There's one called the Celebrity Theater in Phoenix in Arizona. And it's got a motor that goes, and it turns for you like you're one of those rotating restaurants.
Wow.
I turned it off because I was losing me footing. Too much balance for me. It's turning at about 1 mile an hour.
So JimJefferies.com. Go to my website, foreshot.net. I'll be at the Comedy Cellar sometime. No, May 27th through June 2nd in Las Vegas. So if you're in Las Vegas, come out to a show. And there's a bunch of other dates on there on foreshot.net. I think I'm in San Francisco, Sacramento, etc. And IDCat Podcast on Instagram and merch. Almost, right?
Almost.
We're right there. We're so close.
That's good.
We're so close to the merch, sir. All right.
If you're not going to see Jim Jefferies and Jimmy Carr together, you're an idiot.
Yeah,
That's a great night out.
Like what else is going on in
fucking stupid.
Canada that day? Come on.
And you're Canadian, you know.
Yeah,
I mean, your life's terrible.
The tickets are selling well. And me and Jimmy Carr, we both have a connection to Canada in the fact that we're both impregnated Canadians. So we've
Deep
made...
connection.
There's a lot of Commonwealth, cum flowing around there.
Yeah. You had to find a way to get your kids health insurance.
I feel there's got to be some type of trade route between all of us going together. Canada, Australia, and Britain, and our children. All
right, let's meet our guests formally here. Please welcome our guest today, Dan Black.
Hello. Thanks for having me.
Dan Black. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's his
that's
name.
me.
And then
Now it's time to play. Yes, no.
Yes, no. Judging a book by its cover.
Well, Dan, you're clearly what did you say? You would have been Schwartz. You've got a black t-shirt and ripped up jeans, but I think that's ironic, the rips in the jeans. I don't think you've really been working hard in any environment that
those are ironic holes.
Yeah, that needs to have like holes in your jeans. What have you been doing? Oh, I've been toiling in the improv class all day. I've been on my hands and knees doing and ifs.
And ifs. That's a yes and? Is that an Australian yes and?
And maybe.
That's if you're like a detective doing improv.
Yeah, what are did you just make that up?
Yeah, it's something like and yes or whatever.
I thought it was Australia and ifs. And what have you.
He's wearing socks, but they're sneaky, so you can't see him. What I've learned about Dan from this outfit is he shows a lot of flesh, but just by accident.
Yeah.
All right.
So what's he here to talk about?
Well, it wouldn't be about holes in jeans because we have another expert on that coming in. Black t-shirt. Big fan of the black t-shirt myself. That's a look that I've made my whole life.
I think you'd have to know that Dan is really into this.
Well, he said earlier he's into wrestling.
We've already done
wrestling.
I know, but we might have more to it.
That's fair.
And it's something. Has it got to do with computers?
Not directly. But there's a computer element, but there's a computer element to everything.
Is it porn?
No, but I could talk about porn if we want.
I don't
Again,
know.
I like very basic porn. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know if you
don't have many big kinks.
No, not really. I can't believe women let me have sex with them. That's enough for me.
I'm just
I
glad
said
they
my
let
kink
you.
is consent. It's unbelievable.
I don't know if this is something you know about. You could though, because it's in the realm of something you really are into. If that helped. That doesn't help at all. That was so vague. Couldn't have been, but like a pastime that you're into.
Masturbating whilst choking ducks?
Oh, I didn't know you were into that.
you were into that.
Yeah.
No, me neither. I just thought it's something he might be in that you might think that I'm into. I've never done it.
That definitely makes you plus.
Yeah.
Wipe it on the sheets afterwards.
Yeah. I had to see a doctor afterwards, or as I call them, a quack.
Folks.
And if.
Edit that out.
All right, so has it got to do with the physical human body moving physically?
No.
No, Jack, no.
I mean, I know you're thinking. No.
No. Sorry, I'm trying to, in the loose sense, you use your body. Yeah.
Do people pay money to watch this?
Not really.
People play money to do this, but in a
So is it improv? People pay money to do it, but no one watches it.
we've done improv.
Yeah, I know, but
No, I know. I'm just
That's true. Can I add things when you ask
Sure.
a question?
You
Okay.
can give
I don't know how
hints.
loose the format is. All right, I got it.
It doesn't.
Yeah,
This
no.
is doesn't
Well,
not that serious.
What
People
I'll
don't
tell is every podcast goes after the plus in the opening segment, and then it's very loose after that. You hear me, plus?
You can give him a hint if you want. I was going to give him a hint, but you can give him a hint.
No. People pay money to do this. Definitely
To do it, but not to
do
watch it.
To do it, it's an activity.
Not watch it.
It's an activity.
Is it a thrill sport?
No,
Like it's not like bungee jumping or something.
not thrilling. Very much not thrilling.
And people pay to do this non-thrilling activity.
Yes.
Is it going to the museum?
I would say it's kind of an investment.
Yeah, and it's a pastime.
An investment pastime.
Yeah.
Is it doing the stock market, playing the stock market?
No, I don't know if that's a pastime, but could
It is
be.
a pastime.
Maybe.
Takes up
No,
all
but
your
I
time.
own 4 Tesla stocks.
Do you?
Congratulations.
Yeah.
It's funny. I own 4 Teslas.
I own 4 Tesla stocks. No, not 4 Teslas. 4 stocks of Tesla.
Yeah, but they're about $800 each, aren't they, or something at the moment?
No, they're like 200. They're like 170.
I should check on them. Obviously, I bought them too high.
This is okay. I'm gonna just tell you,
And they're way down.
it's a game.
Oh, it's a game. Oh, is it the game of love, romance, the subtle dance of seduction?
It's a game that you would invest in. Some people invest into it.
Oh, so it is. It's meeting women.
Yeah, a game I don't think you played or know about, but you could. You surprise me. I don't know.
Oh, it's a game, Monopoly.
You've played that. I know that you've played that. Yeah. I've played it with you. This is it's
Not to the end, you haven't. There's
only
always
cards.
It's a game, but there's a collector's element to it.
Oh, collecting cards.
yeah.
Yeah,
Almost.
like
No.
like Panini
No,
basketball cards.
No, but it's a game specific.
You're close.
It's like
tell you.
no. It's Pokemon.
No, it's
Very close.
It is
Pogs.
It is no.
You
it
got
is-
Pogs?
It is. It is Magic: The Gathering.
Yeah, I know of Magic the Gathering.
Yeah, I figured
but
you didn't know.
I've never actually played
This
Magic
guy's
the
into
Gathering.
it.
But that-
You get the cards, you collect the cards, and then they've got it's Dungeons and Dragons.
Okay, hold on.
I like playing games. I'm a big fan of playing games.
Yeah.
I've never done the Dungeons and Dragons-y type stuff, but I remember the Magic the Gathering. I bet you I can tell you the year it came out.
We'll see. So let me tell Dan Black, properly introduce him as an actor, comedian living in Los Angeles. He originally and proudly is from Long Island, New York. I was going to do an accent that I
You're
didn't do it.
kidding me. Is he?
yeah, we're both from trashy islands.
Wait, you're from Tasmania as well? Sorry,
Dan-
tickets available for Hobart at jimjeffries.com.
Dan is the creator and host of The Last Improv Show, a bi-monthly Los Angeles-based improv show featuring the top improvisers working at comedy. He has improvised on the main stage at Upright Citizens Brigade Theater and shows including ASCAT and You Fucked Up.
Yeah, winning.
Your Fucked Up Family. Dan made his late-night stand-up debut on The Late Show with James Corden, and Dan also plays multiple voices in the upcoming season of American Dad on Fox. You can find him on Instagram at Dan Black Attack. And his bi-monthly show at the Dynasty Typewriter, The Last Improv Show. The next show is May 24th. Go check that out. If you don't do it this month, go another month. Dynasty Typewriter is a great venue. And yeah, thanks for being here.
Yeah, and Jim, you got to come do it sometime.
I'll do it.
Yeah.
I'll do it. Just pay me in Magic cards.
And so you are.
And I'm also I think I'm like 26th on the call sheet in an upcoming movie. So,
What
yeah.
movie? What movie?
I booked a little role in the new Naked Gun movie.
Oh, nice.
There's a Naked Gun movie coming?
Yeah,
That's fun because
Actually,
I'm doing the Leslie Nielsen role.
dude, that'd be great. You'd be fucking great.
I wonder who it is.
Yeah.
Who
Is
is
it
doing
announced?
He would probably.
I don't know if it's not. I don't know if I'm supposed to say that, but I don't know.
Check on IMDb.
All the big actors are announced, so I imagine it does not matter. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to ask Jim a series of questions about Magic the Gathering, and at the end of him answering them, you're going to grade him on his accuracy 0 through 10. 10's the best.
Okay.
Jack's going to grade him on his confidence. I'm going to grade him on how hungry I am.
What games do you play, Jim?
I'm actually playing the O.J. Simpson role in the new Naked Gun movies.
Yeah.
Wait, Liam
And the
Neeson
thing,
is...
the thing that's most offensive about it is you don't want to see how I'm playing that role.
Liam Neeson's the lead.
He's dead.
No, Liam
Liam
Neeson.
Neeson.
Oh, Leslie Nielsen, Liam Neeson.
Yeah.
Fucking, they're close.
So
That is
close.
Yeah, they're so close.
At the end of that, we'll put all the scores together, and if you go 21 through 30, that's a total Wizardry, the Rally, 11 through 20, Witchcraft, the Symposium, and 0 through 10, Juggling, the Convention. You don't want to be a juggler.
Sure. I understand it's a game that it's very similar to Top Trumps.
Well, what is Magic the Gathering? There's the first question.
It's you get these player cards that will have like little magical monsters or creatures on them, and they'll say, oh, this one's got fucking this much, agility points, and this one's got this much the attack points, and this one's got magic potion points.
And
it's like Time Code, so you play a different... It's to win. The goal's to win.
But how do you win, I'm saying?
Life is by collecting more stuff than everyone else. So at the end, you look at your pile and you go, my pile's bigger than yours, I won.
Okay.
And that's not it. Is love is how you win at life.
And that's how you play the game? That's the
love,
that's
man.
your whole answer?
The answer to everything's love.
Okay.
It's true.
Do you know who it was created by?
Love. His parents.
You said you knew when, maybe.
I reckon I can pick the year because I can remember people getting these cards at school, and I was in high school when it first came in. I want to say 1989.
Do you know who the person?
I got to shake it head. 1990.
It's I think it's 94, 92.
You're not supposed to answer.
No, it can't.
Oh, shit,
It
sorry.
can't be
I know
94
you're in
because
improv.
I
Gotta wait.
Sorry, I was yes-ifing.
I graduated in 94, so it can't be 94. It has to be 92 then. But we'll find out.
And by whom?
By Mr. Magic. Magic Johnson.
Magic Johnson.
Yep.
That would be awesome if that was
It's
true.
as good a fucking answer as anything.
Yeah.
What makes the game unique?
You've got the prep card to protect yourself.
What makes the game unique?
They didn't have that back then.
I know, that's why it was magic. That's how it first came up. There's a magic.
No, he seemed to have had it. He had access to it.
Whatever it was, because I see a lot of with the cards, they put them down, they go tap, tap. There's a lot of tapping, tap, tap.
You guys should have said that in the answer. Tapping's important.
Tapping, you go tap, tap.
Okay.
I tap, you tap, tap, tap.
Well, the question was, what makes the game unique? Is it the tapping?
There's tapping, and it's played by nerds and Dan.
That's a compliment.
Yeah. Dan can come in. They go, oh, we know this guy. He's really cool. He wears ripped jeans and a black t-shirt, and he's from Long Island. What's his name? Swart something.
The Jewish Axl Rose.
The Jewish Axl Rose. That's not bad.
What is...
Axl Rosenberg?
That's what my brain was trying to do. You beat me to it. It was right there.
Now, you might be sitting at home or in your car wondering, what exactly is Liquid Death? Well, it may look like a beer or some crazy energy drink, but it's not. Liquid Death is actually a healthy beverage brand that makes mountain spring water, low sugar sodas, and low sugar iced teas too. I am a big fan of Liquid Death. I'll tell you how I got into Liquid Death. Thank you for asking. Right? When my wife... My current wife, not the future one, the one I've got at the moment.
Well, the one right now, yeah.
The one right now, current wife. When she was pregnant, right, my wife does not drink out of plastic or anything because my wife's an environmentalist, right? But we were going through all these glass bottles and stuff like that, and I was down at Whole Foods, I saw a box of Liquid Death, and I bought some Liquid Death, and I brought it home, and my wife being pregnant, walking around with what looked like a beer, I found that hilarious. In fact, she would drive in the car holding a Liquid Death all pregnant before people know, and people would just stare out the window. The best. I invested it as quickly as I could. Big fan of Liquid Death. Now, Liquid Death, it murders you first, but more importantly, it's recyclable. It's in a can. It's mountain spring water. Because Liquid Death will murder you.
It tastes better in a can, too.
It tastes better.
Than plastic.
It's better than single-use plastic bottles. Liquid Death also donates a portion of its profits from every can sold to help clean plastic pollution, which is the worst thing our planet is dealing with. Bloody plastics. Aluminium is recyclable. Plastic is not. If plastic pollution isn't curbed, plastic will outweigh fish in the oceans by 2015. 2050, even still bad.
Yeah.
Not as bad as 2015.
2015 was like,
it would have been too late by
this
now.
ad reads a little late, yeah.
So, look, I love a Liquid Death. It's fun. It's good to watch me son drink
Tastes
out of a
good.
can. The 2-year-old drinking out of it makes me laugh.
Yeah.
Everyone in Australia, Liquid Death is now available in 7-Elevens across Australia. And if you've been to Australia, the 7-Elevens are everywhere. Go get yourself a can of Liquid Death and taste the difference. You can get free shipping of Liquid Death's mountain water, flavoured sparkling, and iced tea 8-packs with Amazon Prime, or grab a can at a case at your local 7-Eleven, Targets, Walmarts, Whole Foods, or on Instacart. Go to liquiddeath/idacat to check out all their healthy, infinitely healthy, infinitely recyclable beverages and find your closest retailer. I always go to Whole Foods, as in. That's where I always buy me Liquid Death, but you can get them also at Target, Walmart, Instacart. That's liquiddeath.com/IDK. Liquiddeath.com/IDCAT. IDKAT. And Australians, go to your 7-Eleven. Get yourself a Liquid Death. Hey, so Jack, you're getting everything set up to sell the records?
That's correct. And T-shirts for the podcast.
And T-shirts. So we've got T-shirts for the podcast. My LPs, which, if you write nicely, I'll sign them for you. They're only out in my garage. When I started podcasting, an online store was the furthest thing from my mind. I just wanted to entertain the people in their cars. Now we're selling T-shirts. We're selling records. We're doing it all. And it's so easy, all because of what, Jack? Shopify, damn straight. Shopify is a global commerce platform that helps you sell at every stage of your business. From the launch your online shop stage to the real first life on stage store to like my store's so popular, it's the biggest store in the world. Shopify is here to help you grow. Whether you're selling scented soap or outdoor outfits for outdoor living and camping, or you like to wear outdoor outfits indoors, Shopify helps you sell everywhere. From their all-in-one e-commerce platform to the in-person POS system, wherever, whatever you're selling, Shopify's got you covered. Shopify helps you turn browsers into buyers with the internet's best converting checkout. 36% better on average compared to other leading e-commerce platforms. 36% better? It's not bad. And sell more with less effort thanks to Shopify Magic, your AI-powered all-star. So, Jack, tell us about the experience of shopping with Shopify. What have you been doing there?
I started setting it up, and then we found this great company that specializes in Shopify and is going to help us sell everything and help get merch to your shows in the future. And they love Shopify. And I was like, great, I already have a store set up, so they're going to take it over from me and finish it and get it ready for you guys to use.
Oh, it sounds like you did a lot of work there, Jack. Shopify powers 10% of all e-commerce business in the US. And Shopify is the global force behind Allbirds. We used to advertise then. Come back, Allbirds. We miss your comfy shoes.
Yeah.
Rothy's and Brooklinen and millions of other entrepreneurs of every size across 175 countries. That's got to be more countries than there are on this planet. That must include countries on this planet and New Zealand. Because business that grow, they grow with Shopify. Sign up for a $1 a month trial period at shopify.com/IDK, all lowercase. That's how you get the $1 a month trial period. Go to shopify.com/IDK now to grow your business, no matter what the stage you're in. Shopify.com/IDK. Turn up and crank the AC because things are heating up at DraftKings Casino. Play hundreds of games all summer long. Dive into casino classics or blast off with DraftKings exclusive Rocket. New players start by playing with just $5 and get $50 in casino credits in your pocket instantly. So you put $5 down, they give you $50 back. You go off and gamble in the casino. All you got to do is download the DraftKings Casino app and sign up with this code. IDKAT. It's the same code we use for everything, basically. IDKAT. They'll make $5 into $50. That's Jesus type of stuff. You'll be soaking up the fun in no time. The crown's yours. Gambling problem? Sure. Call 1-800-GAMBLER or in West Virginia, visit www.1800gambler.net. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 8878-977777 or visit ccpg.org. Play with responsibility, 21 plus. Physically presented in Connecticut, Michigan, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, West Virginia only, void in Ontario. Of course it is. One per opt-in new customer, $5 in wages required, max $50 in non-withdrawable casino credits that will expire in 168 hours. See casino.draftkings.com/get50 for eligibility, terms and responsibility, game resources.
What is a planeswalker in Magic, and how do they differ from other cards?
A planeswalker?
Yeah.
A planeswalker. Do you remember how, like, when planes were invented? You wouldn't remember this, Jack. You're too young.
Right.
But when planes were invented, there was a lot of blokes standing on top. That was like the big.
Yeah.
You came to a flight show. There was all the planes just, whoa, there they go, ladies and gentlemen, flying in formation. And then just to end the show, and here we got a wing walker. Right.
Yeah.
There's always a dude that was just strapped standing up on top of the plane. And people were like, fucking hell of a show.
Yeah, he was like, they're like cabled in there.
Yeah, he was just a guy strapped upright, like you're on one of the Riddler roller coaster of Six Flags, right? It's a stand-up roller coaster. It's a deep cut for you all. But yeah, it was always a bloke standing, and then we were like, all right.
So is that a planeswalker?
Closest thing that I know.
Okay. Name 3 of the 5 colors of magic and briefly describe their characteristics.
Red, yellow, green. Green is go.
Yeah.
Red's stop magic.
Stop magic.
Yeah, and yellow is prepare to stop magic.
So green is go magic.
Or speed up through, or the magic will get you.
Okay. You want to guess the other 2 colors?
You said there was 3.
I said there's 5. I said name 3
Oh,
of 5.
5. Red, yellow, green.
Yeah.
Purple would be one.
Purple. Okay.
And that would be other magic. That would be sort of like Prince magic.
Doves.
And then 5th would be, it's a color we haven't done, orange. And orange is like it's when the yellow and the red magic mix together.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
So it's the stop magic. Go through magic, and then you've clicked and you've gone through them at the same time. Orange magic.
Here you go. And magic, magic for Magic the Gathering. Everybody out there, that's for shortening it. In magic, what does tapping a card mean?
Tap, tap.
Yeah.
I saw the kids at school. Tap, tap. There was,
Yeah, what does it
there
mean?
was a kid, Ben Richards, at school that was into it. Hello, Ben, hope you're doing well. And he'd throw out he'd go, and then a bloody tap, tap.
What does it mean?
Means attack, attack.
Okay.
It means you're going, I'm having a go at this. I'm going to put my points against you. It's like a board game of Risk.
Yeah.
I have a go, you have a go. There's probably dice involved and a tap, tap.
Okay. How does combat work in Magic the Gathering?
Same way it works in the rest of the world. You wait for the president to call in some people and off you go.
You don't need the Senate's go ahead.
No, it depends what's going on.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's your answer?
I don't know.
Okay. There's not a ton of questions here. I know you're not going to.
I've never played it. This is like asking me like how to use a vagina. I don't own one.
We've done subjects like this.
Men don't know where the clitoris is. All right, well, stop hiding the fucking thing.
Can you explain the concept of
point it
tribal
out.
decks?
Eh.
Tribal decks.
I don't really know where it is.
Tribal. Did you say decks?
Tribal decks.
Not dicks?
Tribal decks.
Because that'd be really big decks.
Well, depends what tribe.
Oh, okay. Tribal decks. That means that you can. They're put into different tribes, and so you can go. A Squirtle goes with a fucking. A Squirtle goes with a Hichimo or whatever. Is there some Japanese influence going on here?
Yeah, there's some Japanese influence.
All right.
Yeah,
So
The game's
Throw out
not
some
Japanese,
words.
but there's Japanese.
there's a little
stuff.
bit of Yamamoto, and
What about the legendary rule? What's up with that?
that's the best one.
What about it?
It's got Elvis on it.
Okay.
It's an Elvis collector card.
What does trample mean?
Trample.
Like you trample during combat. What's going on there?
Oh, that's you get a mosh pit at a Travis Scott concert
Yeah.
card.
Relevant.
Yeah.
Fetch
Reference.
lands. What's up with fetch lands?
Fetch lands. Fetch lands is where the more questionable cards go to find other fetch land people behind trees and go tap tap.
Wait, what?
I don't even.
I thought you were going to be like, oh, it's very fetching.
There
kind of
is
thing.
tapping in Fetchland.
Yeah.
Did you hear that Liam Gallagher, right? So he lives near Hyde Park in London, or Hampstead Heath, right?
Yeah.
Hampstead Heath in London is where all the rich houses live, and he lives on the same street as all these other big pop stars and stuff like that. And he walks his dog there, but his girlfriend called the dog there's a whole radio thing. He's got a dog called like Sparkles or Sprinkles or something like that. But it's also, that's the Hampstead Heath is where people go to get their cock sucked behind a tree, like you're meant to wander through, and he fucking lost his dog in the woods where all the gay guys were copping off. And he had to come in and be like, "Sparkles, anyone?"
Who are
Sparkles.
who are the Wizards of the Coast?
The Wizard of the Coast.
Yeah, and
Well, they would be. I reckon if you made a movie, Rhys Darby would play one of them. Sounds like one of that. What are you up to, Rhys? Off to play a Wizard of the Coast in a film. Just done the pirate movie. Now I'm playing a Wizard of the Coast.
follow-up question. Tell
me that Rhys Darby hasn't got that role already. Wizard of the Coast, chick.
You know, you just reminded me. I got to call him as a guest. I got him as a guest.
He's Bigfoot. He'll do
I know,
Bigfoot for
Bigfoot,
us.
yeah.
I know Rhys all day.
Follow-up question: who are the Wizards of the Coast? What does WPN stand for? Formerly the DCI.
WPN.
Yeah.
Wizards put. Oh, I can't think of it.
Formerly
anymore.
the DCI.
Formerly the DCI.
Yeah.
Obviously, that's going to help.
Yeah.
DCI.
Yeah, you see
It's
the
obvious
DCI,
now.
so.
Wizards pending negotiation.
Oh yeah, you got it.
Good. You got it.
What's DCI?
Dicks.
Yeah. Fun.
DC. Cat cocks.
Yeah. Cunts. I would say cunts.
Yeah, it's
Dicks, cocks, eyeballs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Eyeballs.
Eyeballs. Last question. What is the most
Thanks, Jack. I didn't think anyone was going to pick it. I thought I could get that past you.
what?
We're fast.
Last question. What is the most expensive card ever sold in the history of Magic the Gathering, and why was it so valuable?
That would be a 1958 Mickey Mantle. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong.
All right, Dan, how did Jim do on his knowledge of Magic the Gathering? 0 through 10. 10's the best.
Oh, I mean,
Tap, tap.
his knowledge is very low.
Yeah.
Couple of good guesses in there. Couple of good educated
Yeah,
guesses.
Jack does confidence. Don't worry about that. You're just accuracy. Yeah.
Oh, just accuracy?
Yeah.
3 out of 10.
Cool,
Wow,
man. That's better
really
than I
high.
thought.
Yeah,
For
well,
never playing the game?
I was gonna say
Pretty good.
0.5. But
You're going to go higher?
lower, way lower. But no, it's your
Okay.
your category. How do you do on confidence, Jack?
5, because he admitted he didn't know
Eight.
what he was talking about.
Yeah, it's an 8. I'm pretty hungry, so I'll give you a 10 on that. It's 15. Witchcraft the Symposium. All right.
Nice.
What is Magic the Gathering? Why don't you tell it? I don't know anything about it. Like
Okay.
a general of like what it is, what's the goal, how do you play it?
Okay, so...
You get your nerd friends together. That's the first thing. I never understand how these games go off because how did you have friends playing anyway?
So that's the interesting thing is that I always had friends.
Yeah.
I actually was. It's
And
this is
if?
very
Likely
douchey to
story.
say, but I say this confidently. I was a pretty cool kid, but
In Long Island.
yeah, well, on Long Island.
What
how
was
dare
the
you.
competition? were you at
It was
school
me and
going?
Joey Buttafuoco.
Yeah, you and Joey Buttafuoco, and you're like, we used to pick on this fucking snot-nosed kid called Pete Davidson.
He's on Staten
Staten
Island.
Oh,
Island.
I'm so sorry. Like, there's a difference. Fucking hell.
Definitely is a difference.
To all you fucking East Coast, like, hey, whoa, Island.
The simple
I'm
difference
a
is
fucking Islander. Hey.
Long Island, Staten Island is where Pete Davidson's from.
Yeah, yeah,
okay?
yeah.
Long Island's where Jordan Belfort, the Wolf of Wall Street,
But
is
you
from. That's the
could
difference.
throw rocks at Staten Island, couldn't you?
No,
Is
pretty
Long
far.
Island better than Staten Island?
Way better.
In what way?
Well, Long Island, I mean,
Billy Joel lives in Long Island, right?
Long Island. Well, Long Island's a way bigger place. If I give you an honest answer,
Oh, yeah.
Staten Island's a lot smaller, so it's
Is
more
this
of
where
the
Staten
same.
Island all the trash went to?
For a long time,
Yeah.
Staten Island was literally a trash heap.
Right.
And they cleaned it up. They cleaned it up.
Both in products and in people?
No, still people. They got rid of the physical like rubbish, but there's still actual garbage human beings there. But Staten Island is actually it's like they're on opposite sides of Manhattan. So you have to go through Manhattan essentially to get to Staten Island. So it's not that
Are
close.
you always on the ferry?
You have to take the ferry to get there.
Oh, to get to the Staten Island,
Dan,
Long Island
don't
ferry.
let him take you down some path you need to go. We're talking about Magic the Gathering.
Okay, I won't get to it. Sorry, too much yes-ifing. But
These little town blues.
I'm such a trained improviser. I'll jump on all this shit. But so, Magic the Gathering is it's a trading card game. It's the largest, most popular trading card game in the world. What you play, there's all different formats to play it. That's part of its popularity is that it's only cards. So when you play, all you have is pieces to play the game. So your goal is to essentially attack and kill your opponent. The way you win, to go back to the original question, is that you get their life total is 0. So you have a starting life total. You'll attack or play other ways to drain people's life. And then if you're still alive, you have more than one life at the end, you win.
How many cards do you need to play? Do I just go into a card store? Because I go to the card stores. My son gets baseball. I get baseball cards. And my son gets basketball cards. A little thing we do together. Yeah. And can I go to the card store, get myself a packet of Magic cards, right?
Same way you buy.
So let's say, what is this, a $15 packet or something like that?
Yeah,
right?
how many do you need to start a game?
To start a game. And then am I off to the races? I bought my pack, I pull out my Squirtle, and off I go?
No, but yes.
Put your Squirtle away.
First off, Squirtle's a Pokemon.
Squirtle's a Pokemon. In case anyone's just thinking that I'm doing a euphemism, Squirtle's a guy, like in Pokemon. He's like a
turtle.
He's a turtle, half platypus type of guy. And is another one.
He's not real.
He's basically a turtle, but then he morphs into War Turtle, right? And then he goes to Blastoise.
Yeah.
So,
I'm glad you've been focusing on your career all these years. I fall into me fucking web. I say Squirtle.
Well, it's called being informed. But
you sound like an idiot from Staten Island.
Well, I'm just on the pulse of pop culture. That's what I do. I know what all the pluses are. And I know eyeball spelled with E.
I've still got collectible Madonna cards. That's where I am.
Well, what makes Magic so popular kind of makes your question hard to answer, which is you say, how do you play it? There's so many different ways to play it because there's so many different formats and the game evolves, but the pieces stay the same. So, there was a time where the way to play it was you could just open up a starter deck of 60 cards and you play 1v1 against each other, and that was how you did it. Then it evolved into drafting, which was you play with a bunch of people around a table. You open up 3 packs of 15 cards. You take one out, you pass them around, you build a deck literally on the fly. And then over time, the most popular format, which I play now, is every card ever is legal, and there are 100 cards in a deck, and it's multiplayer. Right.
So then you pass them around. So when you're playing, see, the whole thing with collector cards, don't make the corners go bad and don't put it this and don't put it that. So when you pull a good card that's, say, worth more than $50 or something like that, you're not playing with that card, are you?
But you play in sleeves. I mean, I'm almost never playing Magic with the cards not protected. They basically have condoms for all the cards.
Right.
Wait, so
I have cards.
So you own your own cards, right? But you bring them to play, and other people get to use them? Is this your whole bag for Magic?
Yeah.
That's his Magic bag.
Man,
God, I can't even do it.
You got to hold
Can
this
we cut
bag.
that out?
Yeah.
I look like a fucking idiot.
You got to hold this whole
Yeah.
bag up.
This is okay.
It's filled.
It's filled with Magic cards.
Yeah. And there's a
Fuck,
mat.
yeah,
There's
no.
some sort of mat here.
This is my case.
And this bag would actually be someone's diaper bag, but since you're never having kids or anything, you're
I prefer to stay in my divorced status.
boxes in.
Yeah, no, this would be a deck, and then see the cards are.
Oh yeah, these are real plastic. That's thick plastic.
They're like this, see? And then you play with your own deck.
Yeah, you've got 8 boxes of cards in here.
Yeah.
Plus a mat.
You can take a look.
How many cards total do you have in there?
Some of those are worth money, I swear to God. Don't fuck with
Yeah,
them.
but the thing is, they're hard to move. They're worth something, but they're hard to move. Yeah, I do want to see them. Yeah.
So when if they're worth money, you don't keep the cards if you win, right?
Everything's worth money. Just depends.
No,
how
you
much.
don't keep the cards. You just play against each other.
Okay, so it's not like you're playing, and if someone gets your really expensive card, now they...
No, they used to have that when the game first started.
Oh, these aren't the hard plastic. This is just a sleeve.
Yeah. I mean, you could still damage them if you're looking at
You're bothering Dan by even doing that, I can tell. He's like, look at this, I can bend it in half.
What's
the most expensive card you
Legendary
have?
Land, that's worth fuck all, right? That one's worth fuck all.
That's a Urborg Tomb of Yawgmoth. That card's worth $20. That's what $20. We could right now go to a store and I could probably sell that for like $12.
Can you repeat what he just said?
$12 cash.
That's a ragmouth. That's a ragmouth utopia.
What's the most expensive
Here
card
we
you
go.
have
Here we
here?
go. Here we go. Okay, so if I'm going to read you something about a person, and you tell me what card I'm holding.
Oh my god, this is a fun game. I guarantee I'll be able to do this.
Trample. If you tap a permanent 5 mana, M-A-N-A, what's mana? It produces 3 times as much of what mana
Nyx Blom
instead.
Agent? Nyx Blom Agent?
Nyx Blom Agent. And this one's
Dude, that card's a fucking house,
if
bro.
this one's covered in cum.
That's what I do when I see that, especially because that one's a foil, so I don't even have to touch myself. I'm grabbing the sheets in the hotel immediately.
Just so people know, if you're listening at home, Dan's got about 8 boxes of cards, and each box has how many cards?
They're 100 in each.
So you got almost 1,000 cards here, and you knew that.
What are you, jealous?
No, I'm just saying that was impressive that you knew the card he was talking about. Like you have all
Bring
these
any
I'm giving you
card
props.
from your graveyard to your hand. Bring any card from your graveyard to
What's
your
that,
hand.
regrowth?
Regrowth.
So that card right there, wait, Jim.
Yeah.
So what's part of why I like this game? So, all right, a little backstory. That's from my childhood collection. See, that card's from my childhood collection, and it's still playable now. That's part of what makes the game really cool, is that some of the older cards and newer cards they put
Still
together.
smells like
so
his
the
mum.
game's constantly evolving. Like, as they make new pieces, you're always adjusting. So you're always, like,
All
constructing.
right, so let's say I have a Ragworth, right, card. Bring any card from your graveyard to your hand.
Raggrowth? You don't notice a regrowth?
Regrowth. Ragworth was the other one.
I haven't got my glasses on, to be fair. I can hardly read things, but it does look like
Ragworth's like a Harry Potter.
All right, a regrowth. Oh, God, here we go.
Get your fantasy
So
correct.
now I have so I'm holding a deck of cards, right? Let me get this right. I'm holding a deck of cards, and then I go like this. I'll pull it out and go boom like this, and everyone will be like, ooh, Ragworth, right? And then
they wouldn't say that for that card, but for the Dixabomb agent, people would be like, fuck. But if you play regrowth, what you do is tap.
What is this one? You're all a bunch of losers, get a life. I don't know. It says it quite bold.
That one, I think it's that's the Jimmy card.
Me and Jimmy Carr should have collector cards on tour. That would be a fun one.
Yeah, it's called Flat Ass in the Round.
It's coming. Dan's coming.
At the beginning of your end sign, untap.
End step.
Step, sorry. Untap all lands you control. Walls crack, buildings fall. Always.
Yeah, what's that, wilderness
wild
reclamation?
return. Yeah, of course it's wilderness reclamation.
I like it. Dan's like, what are you? Yeah, I mean, obviously,
Dude,
Yardmarth.
That'll be a Ragnarok.
And
why is this one your pride and joy on top?
Okay, well,
is there dice being thrown or something?
I got some dice. You
No,
want?
is that what you need to see who wins?
After we play the game, I go down the alley and throw a few dice.
I play Magic guys and dolls style.
Yeah.
I have a girl by my like I'm throwing like fucking in the casino.
When you
I
see
got a hot
a
girl by my
regrowth,
side.
change of its toast. That's from Guys and Dolls, that song.
So what I'm saying, I don't understand. It's like, how do you know what you have to throw dice to see who wins?
I mean, you use dice for various things. The cards say you would keep like if you have your life total, you would keep on a dice. But yeah, it's not as there's dice in the game, but it's not a dice heavy game like D&D.
Yeah, and we call it throwing bones first.
Yeah. And you kiss them.
Yeah.
Here was a question: who created it? Magic Johnson was Jim's answer in 1989.
Yeah.
Magic Johnson, 1989.
Richard Garfield created the game. I think in '92. Am I wrong? Or is it '94?
Oh, you know what?
Richard Garfield, the creator of Jim Davidson.
What?
Richard Garfield in sorry, I'll look it up for you. The year
1993.
1993. Yeah.
All right, split the diff.
93. Okay, so it was like my last 2 years of high school because I remember it popping. Like a lot of people were getting
So weird thing is this is quick backstory. How I got into the game is that my dad has a brother who's 20 years younger. So I had a very young uncle.
Right. Is that like a Rain Man thing?
Yes. It is like a Rayman thing.
The older brother, so your dad's Rayman, and that's why, and your uncle's like
Same
Tom
level of-
Cruise.
Rayman's way smarter than my dad.
I raised Dan. Rip jeans, Dan.
I recently rewatched.
Rip
I just
jeans,
want you to
Dan.
know, Dan, when most of the time he's very respectful to the guests.
No, but I like Dan.
No,
I
I'm
like
kidding.
Dan.
I'm kidding.
I
I'm
like
kidding.
Dan.
When he knows you, he'll just rip you an asshole.
yeah,
That's
when
what-
I'm
I-
not offended at all.
yeah.
Look, you're doing better than
I'm
Forrest.
offended by how you treat the sheets in a hotel.
Forrest hardly knows his dad, so you're doing better than him.
I thought you were talking about as a guest.
You asked me a couple questions. Should I answer them or are we moving on?
Yeah,
No, that's not
yeah.
what the podcast is
Yeah,
about.
yeah.
Because what kind of fucking podcast is
Answer the question,
So
sir.
how many dicks do you suck, Dad?
None. None. I can't say that for any of my straight friends.
Like a planeswalker? Jim doesn't. You can ask all these. What's a planeswalker?
Okay, so a planeswalker is a type. There are two things. A planeswalker is what you are playing the game, because the lore of Magic the Gathering is that you're on the planes of existence. You're right. It's like a war between different planes.
What's the world we live in?
There's a bunch of them. There's different they're called planes, which are essentially like planets. And how Star Wars, it's like I'm going to this planet, I'm going to Dagobah system, like that. This is planes, meaning so they're just like you.
Have they
and you
ever
can
tried?
planeswalk, jumping
feels
between
like,
them.
It feels like this is rife for a movie to be made about it.
So right now, that's funny you said it. So
Number 47 on the call sheet.
oh my god, I would kill that. I played Dan Black is Wilderness Reclamation.
Dan Black is just naked, just looking at his dick, and he's called regrowth.
I couldn't even think. Fuck. Fucking herpes regrowth.
The movie. You're saying the movie's coming out. There is a movie or no?
No, so Netflix has a deal with the guys who are the Russo brothers? The guys who made the Endgame and stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, Renee and the other one?
Yeah, those guys love Magic, and they're working with Netflix, but apparently they can never get it going because there's
It
always
seems like it would be a
creative
losing.
differences and blah, blah,
Yeah,
blah,
it
blah,
seems
blah,
like there's
blah.
so many fans it'd be a losing. Like as soon as you release it, people are like, oh, I guess we're doing this plane of whatever. It'd be some.
People are
just
always
would be mad,
upset.
yeah.
Like when Lord of the Rings came out, there's a character in Lord of the Rings that just sings a poem every now and again.
Yeah.
He didn't make it into the
Tom
movie.
Bogadale or something.
Yeah. He comes in and goes, the ring was a thing that we had lots of fun. Da, 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 da. A mission we will go and then we will flow away. Da, 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 Lord of the Rings.
Yeah. So,
And then he leaves and they went, get rid of him.
this is my Sauron deck. So
yeah!
they did a Lord of the Rings crossover set, and it was very popular. I mean, if you want to take a look.
Did you buy them with tokens?
Yeah, I did. Tolkien's.
No, that was the.
Sauron the Dark Lord.
I don't know if you saw
This one looks like a Grateful Dead
Australia.
poster. This one.
What?
It's like the artwork's cool.
Yeah, that's a very special version.
and there's
of
nothing
that.
on the back of the cards. I don't want to pull one.
There
in.
is, but it's just the same back since the game started. It's like it just says Magic the Gathering, and it's got all the colors on it.
You want to see the Lord of the Ring ones?
Sure.
There you go.
I got nothing to do.
And what does tapping mean? Well, what does the tapping?
I'm gonna tap that, bro.
Tapping is just essentially how you use a card. That's how I would describe it.
I'm gonna
and
tap
like,
that.
like if it's tapped, then you can't use it until it's untapped. That's a simple way to say it. Like when you go to attack, you tap it, and then it's attacking, so you can't attack again until it's untapped.
As an additional cost to the cast this spell, sacrifice a creature. Sound your library for a card.
Search.
Search your library for a card. Put that card
Diabolic
into.
intent.
No.
It's not?
Oh, no.
It's Florence Henderson from the Brady's.
I was like, what card is that?
I tell you, if you go back and watch the Brady Bunch, I don't know, what are you, 35? What are you?
No, 40.
40, good, right. I was going under to make you feel good about yourself.
That's good. I think it's the ripped jeans makes me look youthful.
All right, this is what I'm going to
Not
tell.
Forrest.
This is what I'm
25
going
today.
to tell all, because women, this is a trick that I'm sure men do it as well, but as a heterosexual, I find myself in this trap.
Heterosexual plus.
Yeah, I'm a heterosexual plus. Plus, I'm questioning my diet. As a heterosexual, women do this game to you. They go, how old do you think I am? Don't ask that, women. Stop asking us how old we think you are because you want some glorious fucking answer. Because if someone guesses your age, you look horrific because every single one of us go 5 years under, don't we?
You know what's? You said something funny that I found out
many times.
No, that I found out just literally today because I asked Kate today. I said, how old are you? And she goes, you don't ask a woman what their age is. I go, all right. And she goes, Jim told Hank, he's like, when I said that, he goes, you got to ask their weight first.
That's an old heckle put down from the British comedy circuit.
I don't know.
So you got this. You go. Excuse me. How old are you? Sorry, that's rude. How much do you weigh?
I never heard it. It was funny. So, yeah.
Well, I mean, Jim, you're. I had a question for you because you're over 40, correct?
You're 47.
Yeah, you're 47. I knew that. I can tell. But so,
Yeah, you start putting your jeans back together at my age.
So, like, can I just turn 40? Dude, when you turned 40, do you remember, like, having to first say, I'm 40? Like, the jump for that?
I don't know. I was already very successful, Dan.
I know, bro.
No. I
What happened? What happened?
No, when I first had to say I'm 40, I was at that stage. I was already. Oh no, I was getting back on the. It was just when I was getting back into the dating game before I met my wife, and I met my wife at 41, and I broke up with my mother and my ex about. Yeah, so 40. I remember dating was ever so slightly more daunting.
Yeah.
There was an extra slight hurdle in saying, because at 39, a girl, a 25-year-old girl will date a 39-year-old girl, but they won't date a 40-year-old.
Yeah, that's what I'm dealing with now. I'm dealing with, like, saying 39 was fine. And now I gotta say the 4. I gotta,
no. Now you can. Now you're 40. You're restricted to 28 and ups.
28. Yeah, that's right. 28 and ups is
28.
What a perfect assessment. 28 and ups.
There are 5 colors of magic. Briefly describe their characteristics. Jim said there's red, yellow, green, orange, purple. I think those are all wrong.
No, they're not all wrong.
One
one's right.
One of them has to be right.
2 are right.
2 are right. Sorry. Red, stop magic. Yellow, prepare to stop magic or speed through the magic. Green, go. Purple, prince. What are the colors? What do they mean?
Red, green, black, blue, white, and actually there's a 6th color, colorless.
Oh, well.
Right.
First of all, white and black aren't colors. White is all of the colors
both
combined.
shades.
But black is all of the colors combined, and white's an absence of colors.
Okay, felt racist, but
White's not an absence or no. Have you seen me burn? I turn all sorts of colours.
Mostly red.
I am all the colours.
well, someone
Red and white.
As my last
Well,
name
all
being
out, though.
black,
Yeah.
someone taught me they're like black's not a color. I learned this early. Someone told me it's black's technically a shade. Someone told me that.
I think it's all the colors combined.
Yeah. So I never call it a color when I say I'll be like black. I never go if I'm telling like my name for like a reservation. I never say black like the color.
What do you
Black
say?
like the shade.
I say black like the
Black,
shade.
like all of the colors combined.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's weird. Sounds pretentious. But
I
then they
say,
see the ripped jeans.
my
and
name
all.
is Black, like the label of porn I enjoy.
So what do the colors mean?
Oh, so the colors are basically the cards are you could see have a color identity, and they can be mixed. Just like the people, folks.
Each land is a swamp in addition to its other.
Urborg Tomb of Yawgmoth. We already looked at that one.
Yeah, that is true.
What color is that one?
That's colorless. It's a land. It produces black matter, but there has no color identity.
Well,
Sorry, I asked anything.
what color is this one? Flash. Whenever a creature control dies, catch opponent sacrifice. Each opponent sacrifices a creature. I'm a game
I don't know
show
why
host.
I'm blanking on the name of this card, but I know what it is.
I take no pleasure in your suffering, but it is necessary. Once you accept your
Brave
fate,
Pact, but the one that's one more.
you'll find
Blank of blank.
Jack, you earned this one because he doesn't know what it is. That's your card forevermore now.
That's a black card, though.
Dictate of
Dictate of
Erebos?
Erebos. Yeah, Dictate of Erebos.
Yeah, it, is,
Yeah.
it looks black.
See, I said it was blank of blank. I forgot what it was. But that card, yeah.
All right, give it back. You got it. Right.
So that card's black. And then the cards...
Plus, these are worthless.
There's like
Jack.
benefits to
Yeah.
every color. Like black has a lot of very powerful... It has certain creature identities, which are like demons, things you would think, like zombies.
How often do you buy a pack, and are they bringing out new cards all the time?
New cards? Yeah, they have new sets come out like a couple times a year.
And you have to get those. You can't be the guy without them.
No, I can't be... It
And
sucks.
how's
Are they expensive?
Yeah, Magic cards are expensive.
how's the Magic community? Where do you meet the people? How do you play? Is there game rooms you go to? Do you meet them online?
So-
you know,
There's like local game stores. Like
how many sexual predators would be in the group? It feels like a large amount.
a lot, yeah.
I can't speak to any of that.
Like, do most of your friends have to knock on the doors in the neighborhood and tell everyone who they are?
Not my friends, but you know,
I bet you can compete against these people. You know,
only
There's competitions, right?
Holly,
I
Phil,
hope
and
back
Tyson
here.
weren't mates.
There's competitions, all right?
So
Yeah.
you can play at a local stores, right?
Right.
Okay. And yes, this game attracts nerds. Okay.
Is there women involved? Like, is there ever like
Very rarely.
There's never a good sort that comes down to the Magic Day.
I say this, but I was.
Do you
when
you lose a lot of your friends to diabetes?
see, I have a lot of responses here, but I feel bad saying them.
Yeah, podcast is one of this community does this, so they'll be listening. So,
Yeah.
so what happened?
Well, they might
How many
see
of your
it.
friends have lost a foot in the last year?
None, but only because they're too young, not because they're healthy.
Yeah.
They're on the track, but
Do you dress up? Do people dress up?
some people do.
What's
yeah.
your favorite character? Have you ever dressed up? And if so,
No.
who would you dress up as?
I'm not into cosplay. I really hate cosplay.
You honestly, like, if
I hate cosplay.
do you,
You
do you,
don't-
do you
like,
tell
you-
people you're
I
in the
can't-
Magic the
You're
Gathering?
doing a very good Louis C.K. here.
Well, yeah, I like the.
I would think people like see you and hear you, and they're like, "What? Like you play this? Like
Yes.
Yeah.
So the thing was actually the story.
You must be the stud of the group, though. When you come, when everyone's like, I hear Dan's coming. They must lose their fucking
all
mind.
right, we gotta
when
let
you're
him
like-
answer at some point. You keep asking, he doesn't
Well,
answer.
no, I have
the
like
question.
four.
Yeah,
no, I have
yeah.
like four answers.
You're the
to this.
Fonzie
It's
of
surprising.
Magic,
Let
right?
him answer.
So actually,
let him answer.
no.
Let him
Actually,
answer. He's
no.
got 4 answers left.
No, so there is.
Let him get it out.
There, okay, what I'll say about the game, there is that traditional player you have in your mind who play this game, and that's definitely true.
Let's, for
okay?
the sake of argument, give him a name, Fat Bob.
But also, yeah, there's a couple fat bobs. Okay,
Right? I didn't call him Blob.
Bob.
Bob.
Fat
but-
Bob. It's fine.
But the game has grown in popularity. So I think you'd be surprised who the play group is. Like the people I play with.
I bet you Dwight Howard's there. He feels like the type.
No, no, but like I play with a guy who's an NFL player. He's an NFL player.
Yeah, people with concussions.
I play.
I play with a boxer, an NFL player.
We have I have a play group here in LA.
He plays with Sean Marquette and Nolan.
Oh,
I play Sean Marquette.
I like those two lads. Yeah.
Yeah, they've been on our podcast.
Gould.
Yeah.
I played with Joe Manganiello the other day. So you play with people. These are normal, cool people. The game has grown in popularity. If you have a gamer brain, it can be it's very addicting. So you'll get into it immediately.
So there's a lot of skill in it.
A lot of skill, a lot of variance. So and there's a lot of.
So I love games, but I feel like I'm too late to the game to actually start this game.
That's why I figured you might be into this.
I would
Because
be
you really like
bullied,
board
but
games
I
and
do
games.
like games. Yeah,
You should come play with us one time.
I'll play one time. I'm in.
I think you would have fun. We have a
I'm
very
in.
cool.
I mean, I
playground.
like that group already.
The-
Fat Bob.
It's Fat Bob,
All of them.
Joe Manganiello.
Yeah. Boxing Steve.
Foot
Let's
Lenny.
answer these questions real quick.
Parkinson's Tony.
Tribal decks. What's a tribal deck?
Okay. Well, the colors. I didn't talk about the colors.
Oh
but
yeah,
fine,
I'm
tribal
sorry.
decks.
You can finish with the colors. I'm sorry.
Forrest keeps
But
going
it's
on.
fine. There's
Yeah.
black,
Sorry
white,
about
green, black, blue. It's fine. But I don't know why I went back. Does it matter?
That's fine. You can answer. Yeah.
Does the green group have something to do with trees?
Yes.
Yeah, I always imagine there's always some
You
trees.
saw like regrowth, right? So that was like, so that's like bringing a card back from your graveyard, right? So also it's a lot to do with lands and like getting, building more lands.
Do you
and,
get super high before you play?
But I don't. I don't. Because
Okay,
actually,
so-
to be honest, I take it pretty seriously.
He has to stay focused.
So green
Yeah.
is land. What's red?
Red is like fire, so it's like burn magic, dragons, shooting
Let me,
fire.
And
let me
black.
let me guess. Blue might be water.
Blue.
Blue is a little bit of water, but a lot of it is just it's like magic, like counter magic.
Yeah, it says intellect and manipulation.
intellect.
Sleight of hand.
Yes,
Where's
intellect
me
drop.
thumb?
Yeah, it's a lot of that intellect. Yeah.
What about
Mind
black?
tricks.
Black.
Black is like demons and draining, very powerful abilities, but you pay a cost for it. You pay life for it.
And then white.
And white is like protection, humans, and like smaller creatures, but power in numbers.
There you go. We did
So
that.
supremacy.
White is white supremacy. It's like white power.
One of the magical lands is called Charleston, which I'll be performing in this weekend.
There's Charlottesville.
Oh, yeah, Charlottesville.
I think you were looking for Charlottesville.
Oh, I thought it was Charleston.
No,
Oh,
we are in Charleston, but Charlottesville's the one you're trying to.
Good thing I won't make. I was going to make those jokes about the tiki torches.
By the way, there are definitely racists in Charleston, South Carolina.
There's racists everywhere
I know,
you go.
but, I mean, majority.
They're not hard to find.
It's fine.
Tribal
So
decks. What are tribal decks?
Tribal decks are like what you would think. It's like all the same tribe, right? So you're like, okay, this deck is all humans. This deck is all demons. This deck's all zombies.
Yeah. And then the legendary rule. What's up with that?
Legendary rule is like means that you can only have one card with the same name on the battlefield at the same time. It's a very specific rule in the game.
I didn't know anything about this. I put it in Chat GPT.
Yeah.
A previous guest of ours gave me a prompt to work with, and so it sometimes throws in questions.
Yeah,
like,
it also it's like, for example, if you have an Elvis card.
You know what's good about this game is that all the players are always available because none of you are on dates. You're never short of a player.
That's definitely true. There's definitely times I have friends who are like, I'm supposed to go out with this girl, but like, fuck it, I'll come play.
That sounds like
People
Sean.
want to play this game. If you get addicted to the game, it's like, no, you really are like, you get obsessed with like powering your deck up, getting it right. Like, it can be obsessive. It's the same thing as like I find when I'm writing jokes, where you're like, I got to get this right. If I say this like that, like all the wording and that, but it's more recreational. It's not tied to your profession. So you are drawn to it more. You know how that works in life.
So what your point is, it's something you enjoy doing.
Yes.
God, we figured that out.
fetch lands.
In the most roundabout way, yes. Fetch land is another specific kind of card that searches
Felching lands.
It's a felch land. This land eats your asshole.
For those at home who don't know what felching
You
is,
come in the asshole first, then you eat it.
yes,
correct?
you suck semen out of an arsehole. Well, it doesn't have to be
Sounds
your cum.
Yeah.
Just got to suck cum out of someone's arsehole.
There's no parameters. There's no legendary rule for that. But a fetch land is a land that you tap, and then you tap it, meaning you turn it to the side, and then you can search for a specific other land.
And then the Wizards of the Coast.
That's just the company that created the game.
Yeah, that was just a funny question.
Not Reese Darby.
Yeah, and then
Reese Darby's going to be in that movie, Wizards of the Coast.
the WPN is that Wizards pending negotiation, and DCI.
I actually don't know this answer. I think it's probably Wizards play number.
I don't
That's probably
know.
what it is. It's
Yeah.
like I have a WPN, but that's if you play in a sanctioned tournament. It's like how they keep track of your win-loss record.
Can you play for money?
You can if you want, but no, people don't really.
Yeah, I saw a thing that people do gamble, but I guess that's with anything you can do that.
You
so.
can gamble, but the problem with gambling is the actual...
Very addictive.
It's addictive, but the game is like... If you're playing a casual format, then gambling on it would make you play more competitively to get the money.
Yeah.
So like sometimes you play a deck that's more underpowered for fun, and then you... Like, if you're 100% want to win because there's money on the line, that would change the whole dynamic. Does that make sense?
Do you have people you play with who play too seriously or not seriously enough?
I have people go full tilt is what it's called. There's people who get very competitive, leave. I've had we play and someone gets so upset they got to leave because they didn't like how you attacked them or your threat assessment. Your threat assessment is off. Like you're targeting. People feel targeted. You're like, you're all teaming up on me, so I feel targeted. People have to leave. People get very hostile. But like sometimes you're playing a game for hours and then you're out, so you're upset.
So you got to walk around the background and have pizza and sort of. All right, how
You
long
would
you
think
doing?
that's kind of what I would do. Like I'll just be like, actually, I don't really care. I like it's like, whatever. You have for a second, it sucks, I lost, but then you rub it off. But there's some people get really worked up.
Yeah. The WPN is the Wizards Play Network. It's for organized play, I guess, the organization. And formerly the DCI, which is the Duelists Convocation International.
Yeah, I had a DCI number since I'm a kid.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right. What is the most expensive card ever sold? Do you know this?
I actually think what you told me was wrong.
Oh yeah, that was
Tree
ChatGPT.
Muncher.
Yeah, not 1950. What do you think it is?
I think the most expensive card is Post Malone.
Oh yeah, wait. So this was okay. You know what we'll do?
Jump ahead to my. I was saving that.
We'll do this. With dinner party facts. This is what the part of the show where expert gives us some fact, obscure, interesting that the audience can use to impress people. You have like a story kind of with some interesting stuff in it, right?
Yeah. So we we play Magic with Post Malone,
Which means after Malone.
Yeah. Not pre Malone.
Yeah.
And so he bought a Magic card for $2.6 million.
What?
He was hanging out at Shane Gillis's show the other night.
Yeah,
so
he's around.
He's sort of in the comedy world, yeah.
2.6 million. I like how you just didn't even get like. I didn't understand how that. Like who? Okay.
So it's a card that's actually
2.6
in one of those boxes there.
Yeah.
When the Lord of the Rings set came out, they made a one-of-one ring card. Now, there's other copies of it. I have it, but there's one that's serialized.
Yeah.
It's, because they have serialized cards in the game. Normally there's 500. This is the only card they've ever printed where there's 1 and 1. There's only 1. So they put it in packs like a Wonka ticket, like the golden ticket. It's exactly the same thing.
There's only one out there.
Only one in the whole world.
And Post Malone has it.
And then some guy in Toronto opened it. A guy who works at Costco. And he opened it. And then Post Malone, he went to Post Malone's concert, contacted his reps. He told this whole story on Howard. And he went backstage and Post Malone bought it from him for $2.6 million.
And that guy doesn't work at Costco
Was
anymore.
was that a steal? Is it worth $2.6 million?
So that's what I don't actually know. So I played with Post Malone. And he let me hold the ring, which was crazy. Like I have a picture of me and him. He let me hold this. Probably the most expensive thing I've ever fucking held in my life.
Yeah, I imagine.
What kind of objects are worth that amount of money?
There'd be a diamond or something, but like that you can hold in your hand. Not many.
Yeah, so it was crazy. Like I was like, wow. I have a Sauron deck, which you have over there, and I had it on me because we were going to play. And he was like, yo, get your Sauron, and I'll have the ring. So that's my $1 Magic card that was held up against his $2.6 million card. I'll give you the picture. You can.
Did you win?
No, I lost.
What? You know what's funny? I was talking to Dan before we did this, and he goes, I don't know if I'm like an expert in Magic the Gathering. And then Jim pulls out a card. He's like, I'm going to say 3 words and see if you know. Like, I like how people always like undersell themselves. Like, you know more than most people. I know there's probably some Magic nerds out there that are like, this guy fucking sucks.
What gets crazy about the game, if we're going into the nitty gritty of it, is the rules. Like the rule, you have to have when you play in a store, there's a judge there, and these guys get tested. And literally, like if you're contesting how an interaction between 2 cards, you go, judge, and the judge like walks over, and then they give you their rank. And then sometimes I've seen people fight
And so
with the
that
judge.
guy has to walk over because he's just getting his dick sucked by too many pussies in the corner. Is it just women just draped all over him? He's like, sorry, ladies, I got to go judge this. Hey, I think you'll find that Post Malone's ring wins all.
I forgot he gets in that cart. And goes, drives across.
Yeah.
I mean, whatever. Overall, the game is very complicated.
I'm going to play. See,
statistically the most complicated game.
How does anyone learn the rules? Like, it's all right now. You can go online. But, like, I remember in the 90s just looking at them going, what the fuck do they...
Yeah, that would have been hard.
Is there rules in each packet? Is there a simple rules in each packet? How do you learn the rules?
There's rules, overall rules to play the game. But the rulings are like almost like the tax code at this point. You know what I mean? So it's like if something happens during the basic rules, everybody kind of knows how to play. They're complicated, but over time, you play for like a year or so, you kind of get the vibe of it. But some rules, when you're playing, you just got to Google. You go like, what happens? And there's tons of like Reddit forums of like, how do these 2 cards, what happens if this card is played after this card? And sometimes it's a timing issue. It's like, who played it first? Like what's on the, there's a thing called the stack, which is not to get overly complicated, but the stack, which is like, when you play a spell, if someone responds, that goes on top of the stack, then the response goes here, and they resolve in top-down order. So the last thing resolves, but sometimes that it gets very tricky. So sometimes some interactions are so complicated where you just go like, all right, like, I'm just going to scoop. You win. I don't even want to handle dealing with that. Because the game is now, they've printed so many cards. There's like 50,000 Magic cards at this point. The game is inherently broken. Like, it's a broken game. So, like, there's ways to win on turn 1. So you just like start the game. Oh, I win. I won. So you have to like in your play group ban certain
Sounds
cards.
fun.
Some cards are banned. Some cards have to be like totally
Oh,
banned.
yeah. Some of those ones from back in the day that had questionable names.
Dude, yeah. They had to ban a card called
Johnny
Invoke
Backface.
Prejudice.
Well, what was
They printed a card in the 90s called like Invoke Prejudice. And it literally has like a executioner with like, on it. So they had to like ban that card. It's like, all right, that card's problematic.
gotta
like,
go. Oh my God.
Yeah. Like,
What was the problem with it? Because it's the characters. So, like, if you're talking about elves and fucking trees and shit, just go, oh, my elf doesn't like the trees, invoke prejudice.
well, I mean, there could be an argument for that. I actually don't even know what the card does or whatever.
Well.
But I because I've never seen it. Also, this card costs like $2,000.
Funnily enough, that's the only card I've been collecting.
You sit down with Jim
I have
Jefferies.
4 copies.
Jim Jefferies' deck is all just only Invoke Prejudice.
Yeah, I got 4 copies all stuck together with cum.
All right, Dan. Thanks for being here on our podcast.
That's a great way to go out.
If you're in the LA area on May 24th, go see Dan's show, The Last Improv Show at the Dynasty Typewriter. It's a bi-monthly show too, so just follow him on Instagram at Dan Black Attack, and I'm sure you post the show dates up there all the time.
Yeah, you can check it out.
So go check him out. He's a very funny guy. Just check him out if he's coming to a city near you, or
Yeah,
I'm gonna come play with you. I'm gonna do it. If the invite was real,
Invite is real.
All right, okay.
Invite is real. Come play.
Yeah.
We'll set it up where like I'll give you a deck that's easier to run and we'll walk you through it. Because that's the thing. Also, everyone's really good at being like he's a new player, so then we'll walk you through every step of it or whatever. But if you're a gamer, you gotta at least come play with us once.
no, I know how games work. I know
Yeah.
how to play things. I always do it right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not a dodo.
Also, I have one
Is
more.
there a dodo card?
Maybe. I do have another plug. Can I plug something?
Big
Plug
shot.
it. Plug it.
Of course.
My improv show, the last improv show, we're going to be in the Kennedy Center the first week of August. I think July 30th. We're doing 2 weeks. We did it last year. We're coming back. July 30th.
Where is the Kennedy Center? What is that?
In
What is
Washington, D.C.
it? Oh, okay. Oh, is that where we play?
You've probably done shows there.
You've done. I don't think you've done it at the Kennedy Center, but yeah.
I do. They're all named after politicians, isn't they?
Yeah, just like after JFK.
Right.
It's in RFK.
I know it's after JFK.
Last time it was the Daughters of the American Revolution Hall is what you did, where Eddie Murphy shot
Delirious.
Delirious. Yeah, that's where you were there last
Yeah.
time. Yeah.
Tickets are on sale for that now, which I just learned.
There you go. East Coasters, go out there.
Yeah,
West
check it out.
Coasters, Dynasty Typewriter. But
And
yeah.
you can live stream the Dynasty shows, right?
Oh, yeah. DynastyTypewriter.com. You can live stream our show if you don't live in Los Angeles. I always forget that, too.
Yeah.
Come check it out. The show is really good.
I love them.
And Jim Jefferies is going to be on it at some point. We'll get him on.
I was meant to do it, but then I
Kidney
got a
stones.
kidney stone.
Yep.
So I didn't show
He
up.
passed it. He would have if he went.
would've
it was-
made
He
it.
would have passed it in the middle of the show.
Oh, yeah. No, I passed it during. Yeah. And once you pass a kidney stone, you move on with your fucking life.
Wow.
Faster than you've ever done anything.
I felt so bad for you.
But I was in
That was
I
crazy.
was in real pain.
And then you messaged me, and I was like, wow, you must be in so much pain. Like, I felt so bad. I've heard that that's the worst shit ever.
It's pain. It's pain on pain. Yeah. You're not doing well. It's morphine you need morphine and stuff to get through it. Like it's fucking you need real painkillers.
Wow.
All right, Jim.
All right, come play Magic with us.
I'll play Magic. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're ever at a party and someone comes up to you and goes, Magic was invented in 1994, go, well, I don't know about that, and walk away. Tap, tap. Good night, Australia.